Yes, indeed, powerful people. This is another episode of Breaking the Machine. I'm your host, Ahmad the Poet, alongside my partner, Spank the Bank.
What up, though?
And today we be taking another incremental step and shifting the culture. How you doing today, my G?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Doing great, man.
Yeah, man.
16 days in of the new month.
Yeah, man. The new year been good so far, man. A lot has changed, a lot hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting back and observing. We was talking before the cameras on. A lot of stuff happened in the news that I seen. I'm like, dang, I wanted to speak on it.
Man, bro.
Yeah, but the break was necessary. I needed some time to just relax and just take a break and do some piano class, some piano lessons and stuff like that. But yeah, man. I wanted just to get to some things, just kind of giving them an update on, what's going on for the new year and stuff like that. And one of the supporters that hit me up like a month and a half ago, and they said they wanted us to do an episode where we kind of break down our story just a little bit, just so they can kind of get the full story. And I feel like that's kind of important, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to know, how we got here and all the story. Like we give them bits and pieces. When the conversation sparks itself in the midst of episodes, we might talk about something from the past, like Dirty D or me going to private school and shit. But we kind of don't really go into it,
Right.
full throttle. So I wanted to give them just a kind of a light synopsis of, our upbringings, man, just so they could feel that.
Right. So I'll go first, I guess. So I'm the oldest of 10 children. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the same mom, same dad. From Detroit, Michigan. I grew up in the neighborhood, Linwood and Puritan, so I had the hood side, I guess, neighborhood side. Then we was fortunate enough to move to Southfield during my 8th grade year of school. I'm trying to think. I never missed a meal, bro. Like my mom made sure it was food on the table every day. Like I probably had the best clothes, but I for sure ate every day. Like we never missed a meal, Shout out to my mom for that. Shout out to them Bridgies and them food stamps. We used to get like $1,000. So it was 10 of us. So we used to get like $1,000 on the bridge card. You feel me? And they used to go crazy. I used to go crazy at the gas station. I was like, I grew up playing sports. So I grew up playing football my whole life. Like football from Little League, high school, college. College, I went to Southfield Lathrop High School. Graduated with like a 2.3, and then I got like a 15 on my SAT. So like I ain't know where. At first I thought I was gonna go to the Marines. I really didn't know where to go. So I applied for Wilberforce University. They accepted me. So I went to Wilberforce. Went to Wilberforce for a week or two. I think it was a week or two. But they didn't have a football team. So I had transferred to Central State because they had a football team. So my first month of school I was partying because I did welcome week at Wilberforce. Then I'm back and doing welcome week at Central State. I tried out, made the team, but shit didn't go as planned because there wasn't enough equipment. So I got into like more of entertainment at school. So my major was already communications. I knew what I wanted to do, like communications, that's easy. Went in there, became phenomenal. It made me level up in so many ways. So I went to school. Man, they called me Spank. Like, my name is Dwayne, but I got spanked from college. You know what I'm saying? And they said like Spank W with Kevin Hart. And that's what everybody called me, Spank. And I just really ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like it was new. I wasn't me no more. You feel me? I was definitely a new change. So, man, went to Central State, man, had a ball, bro. Like I got in like plays. I was doing plays, hosting all the events, like fashion shows, hosting award shows. Man, we got a lot of dangerous, dumbass fights. You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. Like Central State was like the hood, but in a safer environment, but you experience a lot of hood shit. So I feel like that was my high school years. Like Central State was like my high school years in the hood. Cause I didn't do my high school years in the hood. So I did like from kindergarten all the way up to, 7th grade. And then I moved. But like I got my hood experience again with more education at Central State. And then, graduated. I also created a web show, called The Real Campus Life. It's still on YouTube now. We did that.
I've seen it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. When I was watching that podcast you did with your partners, man, it made me want to go back and check it out. I said, I ain't never seen this because Spank always talking about, man, I did numbers back then. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? I did numbers. So when I watched that shit, I'm like, damn, this nigga was doing numbers, man.
Yeah, I've been in the media field for them. Man, Michael Jackson is probably the most biggest inspiration in my life, bro. Like my pops, I never forget, like that's all we should do is like watch Michael Jackson videos. And just seeing him perform was just like that moonwalk, you know, to seeing him moonwalking just was like, what? Bro, dog was like a big inspiration to my life. And that's why I always wanted to be on stage because of him. Like, I could just remember being a kid, dancing and singing in the bathroom. Well, not in the bathroom, in the kitchen. You know, we had a kitchen and the radio. It was hooked up in the radio and just singing.
I mean, that's like a TV show for real. Like, y'all had fans, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what, the fans probably want to know where you at now, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a viral web series.
It was, and we was ahead of our time. And what's so crazy, you know how many people came to Central State because of that show? People like, bro, I came to school because of you. I'm like, damn. Not knowing though, like one of the seasons, like I told my homeboy, you know, one of them seasons was off like one camera we bought off weed money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we could say that now. But, you know, we bought one, you know, off weed money. The second camera was a stolen camera. You know what I'm saying? We shot so many episodes then, you know, then that camera broke. Then we, you know, got some refund and, you know, and bought another camera. But, like, people don't even know how I even got a refund. Like, I was squatting in my ex-girlfriend's room, you know what I'm saying, to sleep in her room, then getting a $6,000 check. You know, send some money back on to my people. Some money for me. And then, you know, she wanted to go out, something, go out for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I always had that mentality. I kind of hate that I did all that shit because now I'm in the real world. I still be trying to finesse my way out through and shit, but you can't really do that. You know, you got to build some type of stability.
No, not when that white man come in there and put the boot down.
Man, bro.
Ain't no playing around with him.
Yeah, but you just got to know what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I went to school. Then after that, after like graduation, I played football. Finally played football my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I said, fuck, I came here to play football. I also invested in the real campus life and being a media personality. I was just like, fuck sports. But I'm hell and I love football. You feel me? So I ended up playing my senior year. Then I graduated, came back to the city. Didn't really know what to do. I remember I got this little job at some small ass company. Then I started working at Oso Radio. So I was doing that. I was working on radio, learning about that. Doing a couple interviews here and there. And then I transitioned to Old Radford. I was a substitute teacher for a minute. Then I transferred to Enterprise. But Enterprise was good money. That's why I started making real good money. But the hours I ain't like the hours. I didn't feel like, damn, when my next day off. Like in education, I know when the next day off. So then I left that, then came back then, you know, into education. That's where I'm at now. But like, the path I came across you was through the ancestral plane, but around that time I was always trying to figure out my religion standpoint. You know, I was starting hearing about the Hebrew Israelites. Always wondered, you know what I'm saying? I always wondered, like through the Malcolm X movie. Just remember reading the Bible, just trying to understand, because it was kind of hard for me to be submissive to the word of things, like. Cause you know, man, college you do a lot of wild shit. You out partying, drinking and shit. So kind of that still is in you when you leave. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, it's the real world. So how do I operate in the real world? So it was just like, I don't feel bad of doing these things. But when I came back home, so I grew up in a church family too. So, you know, I was in the church choir. So my father a preacher. You know, my mom, you know, she's rooting in the church. So when I came back home, that's all they knew. You feel me? So it's like, I'm still living like I was in college, and you know they live like this. So it's like, damn, what's right, what's wrong. So you know I'm trying to understand this shit. So I've been all over the place, just trying to study from each person. I'm still kind of am. Shoot, I ran across you just off of the stuff you post on the sexual plane. I was really like interested in, and I remember I was working with my cousins. We was trying to work on a movie and a podcast. I was working on my own podcast, and that's when I hit you up, had you on. It never got aired. That was my fault, you feel me? Because I'm always used to the person, the talent, and I just leave it alone. You know, that's just, I mean, I've been acting since high school, you know what I'm saying, elementary. So, you know, they give you a script, you do that. We worry about the blocking and everything else, and director, I listen to the director, okay, and then boom, you know what I'm saying, because that's all I knew. But I feel like that's why I ain't really going nowhere, because I didn't take the backside of trying to edit my own and do it the way I want to do it. But it's all good. But now I'm here. I know I'm probably leaving out some parts, but
I mean, it's good. You know what I'm saying? You kind of gave him that feeling, man. And I just wanted to do a shameless plug real quick. If y'all see my phone going off real quick, that's because everybody who's in the text community, who I told y'all to get in the text community, and I'm always blasting it. Everybody who's in the text community, I texted them this morning to send me some questions because we filming today. So if you didn't get a text, it's because you're not in the text community. So I need y'all to text BTM to 313-825-4140 or 1-313-825-4140. Text BTM to 1-313-825-4140. So you can get added to the text community. You can get updates on merch, episodes, events, anything. I need y'all to text BTM to that number right now. Now back to the scheduled programming.
All right.
Yeah, for me it was and I'm gonna make it quick. It was really just growing up in the Nation of Islam, so it was very structured. It was really like a military type of lifestyle. Really, I wouldn't say strict, but just very disciplined. And I grew up in Flint. I grew up off Addison over there by Buick City. And I was born in Alabama, but we moved to Flint when I was 4 years old. So Flint's pretty much all I know. We moved there. I was homeschooled till about 9 years old. Then when I turned 9, we moved to Chicago. When we moved to Chicago, we went to private school. So I went to private school from 9 to about 11. And then Chicago was different. I lived in the hood in Flint, lived in the hood in Chicago, lived on Stony Island, off of Bennett Avenue, got robbed, got into, arguments with people, all type of shit. It was a different environment because I was coming from being homeschooled and being sheltered to being out here with with other young black men who are more aggressive, and they just like got a different thing to them. It's like, dang, what's your energy? I never cussed before then. I never heard people cuss. We didn't watch movies that had cuss. It was just very sheltered. So we come there and it's a completely different energy. It's like, dang, what's it? This dude's very aggressive. Like, where does this come from? I never saw this on Disney. So it was a different reality. It really, excelled me in just helping me grow up real fast. My dad had caught cancer, so that's why we moved to Chicago, because my dad moved to Chicago to work on this project. He had his own construction business. He, got cancer, brain cancer, and then we ended up moving to come and support him. It got worse. We moved back. He passed away. We went to public school. Found some different things in yourself. Dad passes away, you find different things in yourself. And just the whole family just kind of really started expressing themselves. My older brother started expressing themselves in different ways that I didn't know they had in them. You know what I'm saying? I started expressing myself in different ways. Everybody was expressing themselves in different ways. So it was like I'd say about a 3-4 year period of just like craziness. By the time I was getting in a lot of trouble in middle school, by the time I got into high school, it's kind of like my mind kind of was reformed. I kind of got my stuff together. I was always smart in school. I always got good grades, but I was getting in trouble in middle school just because it was never just me wanting to get in trouble. I just cracked jokes a lot. And I always just wanted to be right. Like the teacher would tell me something, and I was taught this in the nation, so I'm not going to agree with you. Like that we come from monkeys. So I debate with you that we come from monkeys, or that the planet's 1,000 years old, or 10,000, 100,000 years. I debate that.
Oh, they say who came from monkeys?
They'll say that we came from,
but we didn't.
So we didn't. So those are the type of things that I would get in trouble for, because I will always debate what I know. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's they saying we should eat peanuts and I'm arguing that we shouldn't, or just it just be any. I always was arguing. So I had to take a step back with that. By the time I got into high school, all the teachers pretty much got along with me except one teacher, but that's a different story. And then, I was in National Honor Society, got good grades. So then I ended up getting like 1,100 on my SAT, got a full, I don't want to say a full ride to my college, but they paid my tuition, went off to college. And just did my thing, man. It was a lot of depression around that time, a lot of different things. Like I said, I'm skipping a lot. Those 4 years of high school was a lot of turmoil, and different things in the family, it's craziness. We'll talk about that one day. I get into this one day, all the craziness and different things. But a part of it, telling your truth is other people's truth. So it's like, I'm ready to talk about it, but I don't know if they ready to talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about it.
It's a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie, I skipped a lot of shit, but
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like when that time comes and it comes to in the light, I probably, just have to be ready to speak on it. That's when it comes to me with the truth. Man, so I'm about to have a child, right? And as I hear both our stories, a lot of moving. You know what I'm saying? A lot of movement. So I want to know, like, really talking to myself, like, having a child, like, should you just buy a crib and just have, how long should you even be there? You know what I'm saying? Is it good for a child to be doing all this movement? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I'm up here trying to talk to myself as I'm saying, like, is it good for your child to do all that movement? Did that show? I ain't gonna say that don't show stability, but it shows something. I don't know what though. Like I said, I could be wrong, but it's me thinking like, damn, I can't really be moving like that. I think that's bad for the brain or something. I don't know. Like I'm just up here thinking about that.
Well, as long as you thinking about it, it's gonna pan out. You know what I'm saying? As long as you just not like, all right, it's gonna figure itself out.
Yeah.
Those are the type of people. That's when it goes wrong. When you constantly thinking about how it's gonna be right.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that's like anxiety or paranoia.
Yeah.
But that's how stuff gets done. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks good when you really focused on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these interviews, they run smoothly because it's a lot of, thought that goes into it. Like, okay, we got to make sure this happens. If they say this, we got to do this. So it's just like, once you over prepare, you be good. You know what I'm saying? With anything. So you just preparing, you know what I'm saying? For your child's.
And I feel like that's what you're supposed to do as I ain't gonna ask with the nation. Y'all teaching. I can't even say that I didn't follow y'all, but y'all YouTube videos really taught me prepare, over prepare. Like even now, just teaching me how to over prepare. Like I feel like that's something we really need to.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with my my uncle. He's like my uncle, and the other day, maybe like 3 days ago when I was getting my hair cut, and I grew the hair out. I know I'm used to a shortcut.
I'm rough, baby. You already know
I grew the hair out. I'm trying something different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I was getting my hair cut, and we was talking about where, and I really want to get him on because he be dropping, man. He be dropping.
Get him on.
We got to, but we was just talking about where society is right now. You know what I'm saying? And the acceleration, because obviously we believe that it's the end time. So I be just trying to gauge what phase that we're in. And the mission is still the same. The mission is still getting land. The mission is still awakening the people in consciousness. But the phase that I'm at with it right now is just like, okay, we got to do it in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? We can't just do it this way. We got to do it on a podcast. We got to do it here. We got to get the farmland. We got to get the restaurants. We got to do all of that. But I think the number one thing, one of the big things right now is just people still caught up in this in this perception of what, and it's getting deep because this metaverse is changing it. Because now it's like we getting caught up in so much. That's why I'm trying to take a break, because it's just like, bro, what is we chasing now, bro?
Nothing. And I feel like, bro, we all bosh in the metaverse, and then somebody take our real personal value, like our real land, our real soil. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like that's overthinking it too. Like, all right, it might not go to that extreme, but then it might, that's how they get you. You know what I'm saying? While you're not looking, a thief is cold, bro. A thief is cold. You know what I'm saying? A thief is cold. So I don't let none of that stuff really get in. Like, I really don't get into it. I'm just really working on my health, my finances, and my mind, bro. Just trying to find a way to, I'm working on a way to build a skill that can take me anywhere. So, like you said, the land, the farming, the estates, trust, like it's so much I'm working on and just studying on, because I see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I see the bullshit, I hear the bullshit, and I'm just not with the bullshit that's going on.
Mental health. I wanted to talk about mental health real quick, in the aspect of Antonio Brown, the stuff that's been going on in the news.
Watch that. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I want a mental health issue.
I heard a lot of people say, it wasn't mental health, it wasn't CTE, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. He just feeling some type of way. It was a money situation, salary, all type of stuff.
I'm fed.
What did you think about it?
Man, at first I waited. I'm glad I did wait. And I watched that interview that I sent you on No Jumper. I think, was it not No Jumper? What was it? It was one of them interviews. The nigga just fed up. He said, fuck y'all team. That's all he did. I don't want to wear y'all jersey. Antonio Brown knows what's going on. This is just a corporation. I'm just a slave to this shit. Fuck it. I don't own it. You know what I'm saying? He could have kept his shirt on, whatever. But I mean, it's no different if you win a championship and you take off your shoulder pads. It was just during the game. It's no difference when you take off. I mean, it's no different. I mean, I'm not condoning what he did, but
I think everybody thinks you got to keep it
professional,
and that's
what's killing me because they're never professional.
And I was just about to say that, you know,
They're never professional.
he went on that podcast, I think it's the Full Send podcast, and you know, he talked about it and basically saying he told the coach, like, I'm not in the best health. I'm not this is what I can give you. I can't give you this.
Right.
And the coach basically ignoring what he's saying, ignoring his health, and just like, this is what I need from you.
That's not professional.
That's not professional. So he kind of showed him like, all right, you gonna, you know, do that now. This is what I got for you, you know. And you can't say it's right or wrong. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, they got, bro, this what I hate. They can talk to you any old type of way. They can do anything. Once you do something that's wrong, and then your own people look at you like it's wrong because they so fucking colonized and under they spell. Because that's crazy. Every time you do something against the master, oh, why the fuck you doing that? Bro, y'all so under this nigga nuts and shit, bro. Fuck him. He don't need me. And that nigga, I don't need him. He need me. He need my labor. Because my labor pays him. You feel me? That's why everybody come over here. That's why all these communities come over here, take our fucking labor, nigga. I'm tired of that shit.
That's real talk.
For real, bro. Like, I have been listening to Dr. Claude Anderson, you know, a little bit more. And that's true, bro. Like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Once we do something, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit's so stuck in us.
No, that's true, bro. Like, even when you work in fast food, it's like, hey, man, the one person who been there 20 years, he don't follow the rules. He just do what he want. And everybody else can't, don't do that. You going to get in trouble. Yeah. And it's just like, man, I'm free. Because he know the code. Yeah. He know the general manager doing stuff, too. He know he eating food on the side. It's all a game. Everybody, all a game, bro. Everybody is really playing the game. It's just certain people don't know how to play the game so they don't get caught.
Man, how you feel about the Brooklyn Nets now want to pay $68,000 for Kyrie to come back? To play in Brooklyn.
To play in Brooklyn. Oh, that's $68,000 a game, or a period?
Just period, I believe. If it's a game, I still don't understand because this how I knew this shit was all a money thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we dog this man character. Like, it's a lot of people I don't respect. I don't respect their opinion because how they dog this man character. I feel like we all have a choice to choose, but like, let's dog Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? For not wanting to give up that money, which y'all already making off of this man. Y'all know y'all made over what y'all about to spend
in jersey sales,
and all ticket
way
sales.
More than that in jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Playoff sales, like you know what I'm saying. This man go out there get injured last year. You know what I'm saying? In a time when they probably could have won. If I feel like Kyrie didn't get injured, they would have won it all. But you know he got injured. You know he sacrificed his life out, but he don't want to do what y'all follow y'all protocol. This man can play. Y'all just got to pay a fine.
I mean, what I look at it, they just make an example out of him. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just how strongly he stood on his square. And I think it's not even the fact that he stood on the square. It's how strongly he stood on the square. Yeah. And they don't like that strong, you know what I'm saying? That strong.
They don't like a strong nigga.
You know, there you go. You know what I'm saying? A strong opposer to what their agenda is. But I also think another thing is a lot of times, man, people just be saying stuff to get a reaction. People just be saying stuff because it's viral. Yeah. Like, you gonna criticize Antonio Brown and what he did, or Kyrie and his stand, just so you can get a viral moment. And that's why I don't try too much on my Instagram speak on what's going on in the news. Yeah. You know, I might do it here and there if it's that extreme and I feel like it's pertaining to something that I stand on. But I don't want to speak on it because I don't want to become, you know, somebody who chases viral moments like Stephen A. and all these people. You know what I'm saying? I try not to name drop. You know, I try not to name drop, but it's just like you put names out. It's just like, why would you do that, man?
I mean, because that's what fuels the fire, fuels more checks. You know, like, they always go back to me, like, as the platform, how I look at it. Like, I've been viral before, and that shit go away. It's just like that. So, it's just, bro, lately I just been studying the greats, man. Just studying Prince, studying Michael, studying how they study other people to become successful. You know what I'm saying? Because your skill and whatever you study in your craft is going to sustain so long that talking ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they said Prince was worth his estate is worth $168 million.
I feel like it's worth more than that.
Probably is.
I know it is. You know, they just taking, you know, I know it's worth, because Mike shit worth billions. Prince at least be worth $500 million. We talking about Prince here. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. Everybody just want to go viral, bro. It's like everybody seeking for attention. Everybody. Like, that's why I be taking that shit on and off, bro. I just put it back on today. I made a post today. Cause I'm like, because sometimes like, bro, I need to promote myself so much. But it's like, bro, I'm so fed up with all the attention seeking right now, bro. This shit is getting out of hand, bro.
Yeah, it is, man. It's draining. And that's why I be following I be unfollowing people and then like following back maybe a couple months later and they be like, why you did? It's not good for my health to even watch you. Like, it's not even good for my health to even watch you. And I understand you might not understand it, but I can't even watch you. And I might love you, but I can't watch you because your lifestyle is a little it's hurtful for my mental health.
I just want to know, have it ever been this bad in society?
The depression?
That, everything, like, it's so much evil shit going on. It's like, yo, have it, like, I feel like everybody should be kind to one another right now.
You know what? I feel like it's always been this way. It's just we got a big microscope in the world pointing out what's good and what's bad and kind of giving you a platform to give your opinion because you said has it ever been a time where it's this bad? Think about slavery. You know what I'm saying? Think about the Great Depression. Think about all these different things. You know, I'm telling you, I took a history of journalism course, right? And my professor was talking about how they had the Battle of New Orleans and how the Battle of New Orleans was, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a Civil War battle that happened a month after the Civil War was over. But that was just how slow news circulated, that they were still thought they was in battle. It took that long for it to circulate. So I'm saying all these different things was happening even back then. You know what I'm saying? Even worse things back then. It's just we get it so quickly now. It's overwhelming to us. You know what I'm saying? We can't absorb it. Everything is overwhelming to us, man.
You know how many albums just came out? You know what I mean? Like rap albums that just came out, like, bro, albums coming out left and right. And then a nigga will be like, oh, that shit was trash. After a day you listen to it. What? What? How can, like, I really feel like niggas is really just commenting for clout too.
Or when they be looking at, you know, politicians and they do something that's, you know, sly or, you know, immoral. And people just like, man, I can't believe they did that. They've been doing this for years. For years, man. It's just we have the platforms now that you get exposed. You in the Marriott and now somebody else has a camera phone and can expose you. You know what I'm saying? The chancellor at U of M just got relieved for doing something with one of his somebody. I don't know.
That shit been going on for
you know
years.
what I'm saying? You know, and it's just like all these different things. They come out more rapidly now. Yeah. Is people getting more immoral now? I don't think people's getting more immoral. People just getting exposed more. You know, people are using the same tactics that they used before, but not knowing that things have changed. I watched the interview with X-Rated when he was on No Jumper, and he was saying, man, we were selling dope. We was doing the same gangbanging stuff year after year after year, but we didn't understand things was changing around us. Now it's a camera phone. Now it's a camera up on the pole now, but we was still, you know, hustling and conducting business like it was, you know what I'm saying, old times.
Damn, bro, it's gonna be cameras everywhere.
It's gonna be cameras everywhere, man.
It's like it's no more privacy. Do we want to still stay in this democracy?
It's weird, man. It's weird. It's weird when the people that I thought would give a more in-depth opinion on it, like,
can't, bro. They probably protecting themselves.
People just talking money today, bro, and that's why I hate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talks about anything but money. It's all about money. It's all about money.
But it's no money. I think everybody look up June 5th, 1933, and then come back and holler at me. The real money is the land. You know what I'm saying? The shit. It ain't no money. It's just credit. I feel like shit. I scratch your back, you scratch my eyes. An old lady told me that like a year ago. She had went to go get I ain't live there no more. I asked, can she pick up my taxes? She did it. But you know what I had to do for her? Like, she picked up my stimulus check, my bag, in the mail for me because I didn't live over there no more. And I was like, can you pick it up? She's like, yeah, I'll make sure they send it to you. You know what she did for me? All you had to do for her? I had to take down her lights around her house. She said it's called, what's it called? The bargain. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's a barter system.
Yeah, barter system. She said, yeah. She said it still goes like that today. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, bro, money, that shit is the root of all evil shit. Nigga, you gotta realize like that shit don't.
They say it's the love of money.
Yeah, the love of money. The love of money. Because you do need wealth to survive and to build a nation. You need money to build a nation. You need money to build, not destroy it.
I just don't even, as a young person in today's society, I don't even understand what's going on right now. At this current moment, I don't know what is going on.
All I know is that they're trying to push fear into us. That's all I can say.
They're trying to push fear, but I'm just like, I don't know, because so many young people, especially when I was working in the school, they don't want to work no more. I don't want to work no more. We don't want to work no more.
Yeah, why
is that?
Sometimes I think like that's bad for me to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be like,
is it social media? Like, why don't we want to work anymore?
My man's was like, my man's church was like, man, I'm like, I was going through shit. I'm like, bro, I don't want to work no more. He said, man, see that social media shit got y'all feeling like entrepreneur, this and that. And I'm just like, it ain't even the social media shit, bro. I'm tired of chasing that status. Work a good 9 to 5, wear the suits, shit like. I got tired of chasing that status. I think that's what.
I'm tired of having to prove myself to people,
and that's what it is.
I'm getting a job to prove to this woman that I'm a value that I can provide.
Yeah,
man, I'm tired of that.
Yeah, to take me for who I am.
I'm tired of that shit.
No, for real, and that's deep. That's real deep. Cause I be thinking that like, bro, it be days like, bro, why I'm not working like, why I'm not working to my best ability at this job, and it's an easy job. What is it? This shit is bad. Like I gotta get to the root of that. Like, is that bad for us? Like, cause like, bro, nobody don't want to work, bro. The young niggas don't want to work. I don't know if we want to.
The young women don't want to work either.
And in my mind, it's work smarter, not harder. That's how I think. And I feel like we've been working hard for so long.
Black people especially.
We're starting to see how to work easy. We starting to see that this shit not hard. They had it so hard. That's all they know. So when you get around that generation, they looking at you like, what?
We want what they have, even though we don't have what they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know it's this part of town, this black school you grow up in. Everybody got to get a hustle. You know, some people got good families. They don't have to work jobs while they in high school and stuff like that. But it's just like, bro, growing up, man, you see a lot of them white families, man, they don't work, man. Like, them young children, they don't work.
And that's
or
why
if they
I'm up
work
here
a job,
thinking,
they work at their family place, or they work at just because they want their own money, but they family already got money.
But that's why I'm up here thinking, like, that's what I was thinking about with my situation with my child. Like, bro, I can't be moved. I have to find a home, and we have to stay there for about, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Until I talk to her, like, when you want to move, you want to go see something new, like, I can't just go like, oh, I want to move because daddy want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like white kids stay in this big ass house and go to this neighborhood school all the way up to high school. But then I'm like, that's a boring ass life too, though.
It's just, it's exactly what you're saying. It's just like, you notice that a lot of other cultures and ethnicity, they don't work as hard. It doesn't mean they don't work as hard, because everybody work hard, right?
Yeah.
But we work harder because we don't understand how to work smarter.
Yeah.
Everybody works hard, but y'all can't work harder than us because we don't know how to work smarter. We gonna work the hardest
they
because
taught us to be the
we have the least intelligent. Well, not the least intelligent. We have the least information. But now the information is getting out now. You know what I'm saying?
They stripped all that shit.
The information is getting out now, so we're working less hard so we can work smarter. But now it's coming off as laziness. But then it's causing different things around us to crumble. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to work a job anymore. Nobody wants to clock in 9 to 5 when you know you can just create a Shopify and get 6 figures a month. We talking about the Shopify black business.
And it's just about having the funds to set up. But that's crazy that you talking about this. I've been thinking about this. Been on my mind for the last 2 months. And for you to bring it to the table right now, it's like, that's how I've been feeling. Like, bro, I'm lazy. You know what I'm saying? I just want to work out some days. Just all I want to do is just work out and just. I think COVID.
And get something to eat and go downtown and just enjoy life. Like, damn,
that's
man.
it, bro. But COVID did that.
And I was talking to my grandparents about this like 2 days ago, and talking about, it was another family member who was going through like an inheritance situation. I said, damn, man. Talking about, man, it's 10, 20, 30 million they got to split. I'm like, damn. This is really how families really able to move. They have an inheritance. It is a crime against humanity for black people to go through all these years and not know who their family is, not have an inheritance, and not be able to connect with their other family members. Like, my granny was just talking like, oh yeah, this person, Junebug over here who lives in West Virginia, they do this. And I'm like, man, I don't know them. But they got land. They will sell, and they want to sell the land to family members, but we don't even know each other. That's a crime against humanity for us not to know our family members, for us not to be able to do business, because they would sell it to me for the cheap, but they can't because they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's this 180-year-old family member that connects us all. You know what I'm saying? That connects my granny to my family over here on the other side of the country. And when that family member passes away, our connection is severed. We might never connect again. Powerful. And that's a crime against humanity, bro.
It's powerful, bro. That's powerful, bro. That's real powerful right there. That's powerful,
bro.
A lot of people are rich off inheritance.
Grandma's Bible. We did an episode about Grandma's Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is in there.
Everything is in there,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie, my baby born, I'm putting her information in there. You feel me? Like I was looking at it the other day. Like I gotta put all this shit in there. Like inheritance is true, bro.
It's like
I ain't got no trust fund. A lot of these white boys do though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking at I watched the social. What's that? Mark Zuckerberg movie. The social.
I know what you're talking about.
Bro, all of them went to Harvard, right? But I know they always trust something babies.
Mm-hmm. Trust fund babies, yeah.
Or I know their parents was big ass Dennis. Dennis. One of the other two boys that thought they created Facebook. I forgot their name, but I did my research. I'm just like, bro, they are so privileged, bro. Like, fucking Mark Zuckerberg was down there born to build Facebook.
So
bro.
much information is passed down from person to person in the black community, literally from person to person. If you don't know this person personally, it's no family connection. Even if we know we family, just because we ain't talk, it's just like black people and Africans, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We feel like we not family, even though we know we family, but just because we've never had no real sit down conversation, it's just
what
like,
is the past though? Like, now I feel like our generation is doing that, but like before that, like I be trying to think, like, man, what is there to pass?
Pass down?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of things to pass down. Especially if you don't know you inherited it. Like I said, my granny said that our family has like over 100 acres in West Virginia because the slave master who was over us, when he passed away, he left the land to like our great grandfather or something, however it fell down, and all of us got a piece of it. Now her father sold his piece of the land, but I didn't even know our family had any land to inherit, and they're selling it. They're selling it now, and I was just like, dang man, I can't even reach out to them and be like, yeah, I would love to purchase an acre or 2 acres, because they selling it, and they say they wanted to sell it to the family before they sell it to the general public, but they can't sell it to the family because the family don't know each other.
I mean, that's
you know what I'm saying?
But now you got the information. Now you use it.
Yeah, but the person who connects us is like 80 years old. So now it's you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, is there somebody I can?
I feel like they really want.
It's a possible. Yeah. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. But I'm just saying, like, that's a crime that I have to go through all these steps, and all this information has not been passed down.
I definitely get what you're saying. Like us blacks been going through all this bullshit to become successful. For once, we want to take the easy route, the route they've been taking for the longest. And since we're not doing the easy,
doesn't mean lazy. Just because we taking the easy route doesn't mean we taking a lazy route. It just means we taking a smarter route and a more self-sustained route. We not trying to work in this coal mine all day and hit this rock all day. When this other person from another culture is sitting there and counting the stacks and counting the money, and he break us off 10% while he getting a 90.
Fucking labor. I mean, we're just here to do labor. I mean, if you ever watched the American Dream movie, Joe Jackson was in a coal mine. I can just remember, like, bro, fuck. He was saying, fuck this shit.
You know something I learned the other day, man? People really make so much money off our ignorance, bro. They play on our ignorance. Yeah. I literally have been paying people for like the past 2 years to correct the audio on some of the clips that I post on social media, because sometimes the audio is just on the left headphone and it's not on the right, or if it's on the right and it's not on the left. And I've been paying people to do audio work for me. I literally went on YouTube and learned how to do that in like 10 minutes. And I was like, dang, I've been paying these people $25 for something that I did in 10 minutes. And that was just my lack of understanding. Like, I can't do that. That's beyond me. I cannot do that.
Yep.
But I was like, dang, this is easy. It was just pressing a button. Yeah. And they was using my That's how I feel about
lack of
knowledge against me.
Business credit. I paid like $600. All that shit started up, and I'm like, bro, if I would have researched this shit myself, but it was still a good investment because now I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what to look at to. Sometimes shit they gonna have to. They gonna make money off it like ignorance till you learn. I just feel what. No, man, I just feel like our generation is ready to.
Yeah, we not lazy, bro.
Because I grew up in go to work, bro. Go to work. I heard that shit my whole life, and a job doesn't bring wealth, bro. Income is not wealth. That's not wealth, and just trying to break that cycle. Like, bro, I've been doing that shit my whole life. That's all I know how to do is work. But I always had 1 or 2 jobs I've been working since I was. Been working with my pops since I was like 8 years old. That was cool. I ain't never had no problem with that. But like from 15 to now, bro, I always had a fucking job.
The problem is we have these jobs that don't pay that much, but our lifestyle is so expensive.
Bro, the groceries, bro, I just spent $90 on groceries, what I would normally spend $50 for. And I look at my check and I ain't gonna lie, I get paid decent. And I still be like, bro, this is some bullshit.
Now that, I take that ill. I understand this, but like when it comes to what I put in my body, I have to make sure it bro, it's the best stuff.
No, bro, that shit expensive, bro.
It is for no reason, but it's just like
$90 out of my check. Plus I gotta pay $50 to put in the tank.
I need to work. You know what I'm saying?
Plus I got my phone bill.
It ain't right. I'm just saying I need the organic, bro.
I mean, organic. I mean, man, fuck. We need that farm to feed up. We need that farm, bro, so we can plant our shit, man. And that's another thing. It's gonna be a fight for land. We ain't got no money to buy no land. Bill Gates buying all the land. And man, all this. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a lot of successful rich white people. And I ain't jealous of them, but it's just like, bro, these motherfuckers been getting paid, bro. Like they really got it easy, bro. And I hate to say that, but it's some, it's some definitely other cultures here that do got it bad. But from the majority part, they got it easy, bro. And I hate to look at it like that. Like I said, I might be wrong looking at it for that way.
I wanted to get to some supporter questions too before I don't want to forget to get to, because we rarely get to them sometimes. Laquita asks, what are some suggestions for black men working in predominantly white environments? And she just sent me an add-on to it. She said, I wanted to add to the question because my son finally discussed the situation in more detail. One of the supervisors stated that he gives off an intimidating aura. He's not the type to smile a lot. However, he's dealt with this since being a teenager. Being mistaken for being an adult, he was a good kid. However, these incidents are starting to have negative impact on his views of the world. I guess I would like y'all to discuss why do black men get judged for being black men. It's like they want you to put up a facade for their comfort.
Man, I'm going through that every day. I feel like this is me for who I am. I'm not an evil person. That's because that's how society painted our picture. Like we can't, bro. I'm tired of doing that shit. I remember, bro. My pops taught me this to be working a corporate. You gotta shave your face, wear a shirt and tie. Like he groomed me to do that, and I hated that because that's not me. I gotta do this. But I mean, also he told me to go that route so I can see how they treat you and see how you're supposed to work in them environments. But I mean, until he create his own, he gonna always deal with that. If I answered the question.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is understanding that it's not your fault for just how you come off, especially if it's the way you raised and the culture that you come from, the community. Now, whether you want to acquiesce to the way other people choose to carry themselves at the job, smile more and do that. If you feel like you're betraying who you are, then stop doing it. And that's why when I was working at the school, I was not the most smilingest person at the school, and everybody knew that. People might ask, you having a good day? And then it took me to tell people, like, listen, I can be having the greatest day. I'm never going to walk around like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to walk around. It doesn't feel true to myself. I'm not going to walk around smiling at nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how I was raised. I don't do that. But if you feel like I'm unapproachable, I'm letting you know. You can always, let me know. So I literally had to tell people because that was something they point out to me. Like, you don't be smiling. I'm like, that's not really something that I do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel offended that you're offended. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't judge the way that you come off. You know what I'm saying? You might smile too much in my opinion, but I never judged you for that. You know what I'm saying? But now you're judging me for the way that I come off. So it's kind of really expressing yourself. And then once you humanize yourself by letting them know, like, I feel some type of way about you feeling some type of way about how I show up or how I present myself. You know what I'm saying? And you can say that. You don't have to say it like that because that might come off aggressive. But just let them know, like, I could be the most happiest. This is just how I express my happiness. This is how I express my peace. When I'm peaceful, when I'm, I'm just calm in my spirit, I choose to express it in this manner. You know what I'm saying? I observe, I'm not just always smiling, because that would be a fake portrayal of myself, so I feel like that's the number one thing that you probably want to let him know is just like, man, he ain't got to change the way that he's acting. He just has to, step up and express himself just a little bit more, and also understand if they don't receive it, it's nothing he can do to be well received. In some environments, they don't want to understand. And if they don't want to understand, there's nothing he can do to really express, that he's not coming in there with this aggressive aura. There's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? They didn't watch too many Boys in the Hood movies for them to, or films like Boys and Up, for them to understand that there's more perplexity to the black community.
I don't think it's the movies. It's just how they was raised. Like they was raised to be that they're better than us. I mean, that's just what it is. They were raised to be the boss, and we the servant.
Damn.
I mean, it's not kind of, bro. It's common sense to me, bro. I mean, look at America's. Man, come on, man. That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. If somebody is not the ignorant one, if somebody is not on the bottom, then everybody can't make the most money. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what capitalism is built off. Somebody, having an inability to make this much money so everybody else can kind of take away from him. Like, we lose so much money off of our ignorance, man. And that's kind of why I've been kind of really slow to the whole crypto thing, is because when there's lack of information, so many people lose so much money. You know what I'm saying? I saw that
I think that's a scam. Ain't a scam.
It's not a scam, but with lack of information comes a lot of losses. Money. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand it. Like I forgot how many millions
Nick said,
BitSmart lost. It's like a crypto app. They got hacked, and then a whole bunch of people lost money, and people lost their life savings, and they still haven't got their money back. So it's like, people can't police it. It's hard to police something that's still new and it's still evolving in so many ways.
Yeah, and it's like, it's so trendy right now. I mean, I guess, though, this the first thing, I get it, though. This the first thing blacks can get rich off of, so hop on.
Yeah, people have been saying it's like the .com era. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hey, if you wasn't on the .com era, make sure you get in on this, because this can be your ticket. But it can also be what causes you to lose your whole life savings. So everybody, anytime only one side of the story is being told, I don't trust it, man. I need somebody to tell me the whole story, that you can lose your whole life savings, that you can lose a whole bunch of money, and you can make a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? But especially if all you understand is that there's money to be made. If all you understand is there's money to be made, you don't want to really go into that, because there's money to be made everywhere. So all you understand, it's a lot of money to be made. Yep, and that means it's a lot of money being lost as well.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you understand calls and puts. You know what I'm saying? Well, somebody just made money, somebody lost money. So we just got to kind of, be tuned into it a little bit more about what's going on. I'm seeing the robots, you know what I'm saying? The robots, all these different things, really taking over.
Electric cars.
One of the supporters wanted to ask about the Apple glasses and what we thought about the Apple glasses. I feel like I can't speak on what's good, what's not good. I just want to take a break. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take a break and reanalyze what makes life fulfilling to me. I just want to sit in nature, man. I just want to sit and watch the sun. I just want to go off the grid. That's really what I want to do. I'm not really into this, whole flashy this, flashy that. The only reason men, for real, I can just speak for myself, is that you really want to acquire all these flashy things is to impress women. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a podcast. I forgot what podcast it was about, but they was talking about this. It was like a relationship podcast, about the animals and how they do all these different things to impress they mate and stuff like that. It's just like, man, who am I really trying to impress out here? I'm doing all this work, grinding so hard for the approval of this woman who's not doing anything, to be pleasing to me besides look good. And it's just like, and I understand that's not everybody, but that's the rat race that I'm on. And it's like, shit, I can't be in this race anymore.
No, I'm in the same, man. I'm done proving right.
That's why I need somebody who can take me out of that. I don't want nobody who put me in it. Anybody who tells me that they're a part of that, or they want to be a part of it, or they want to be an Instagram couple, or they want to be online, it's like, I can't even
I ain't got that issues.
I can't even be with you. Anybody who pushes me into this matrix, I can't be with you. I'm trying to get out.
No, anybody that pushes you to be something that you're not, you won't want to be around. Like I said, one thing I'll tell my homeboy been calling me lately. I'll tell him about you. I'm like, bro, the reason that I feel like I'm so connected with Ahmad, that nigga let me be me, bro. Like, I feel like I don't have to fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, through the good and the bad, but I get to be me and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I gotta prove anything to you. You know what I'm saying? And even through your success, I'm happy as hell for you, but that shit will bother some people. But that shit don't bother me at all, because it's like, that's for him. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see how you work hard for it, but I'm in my own space and you in your own space. So I just feel like that's the people you want to be around, bro. Nobody that's gonna push you to be something that you not, push you to be like, I guess, the better you. Or not even push you, just be there.
Yeah, bro, I'm an empath, bro. I read people's energy, bro. And I'm good picker. You know, I can really pick up on people's energy. And when I see somebody has like a genuine energy, bro, I never judge them for the things that they may say, the things that they may do, because I know their spirit. And that's why I don't be wanting people to judge me, because I say a lot of crazy stuff.
I do
especially
too.
with my family. I react. I say a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But it's like, you know me. You know I didn't mean that. You know, I'm just reacting out of this other stuff that was put in me by the world. But you know my spirit, you know.
And while you saying something, that you might not be wrong. You might not be right. But I was telling my sister the other day, like, damn, bro. It be times I wish I never said stuff to my mom and dad. Like, bro, why the fuck I say that? You know what I'm saying? Just off of, man, bro, I blame Tupac and them. Because that's what I grew up watching. You know, them being vocal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're supposed to stand up for something and you'll let you fall. You know, I just feel like you just have to stand up. And that's why I be so vocal. But at times, it's like, I just got to be quiet.
I mean, yeah, the black community is we have a history of oppressing a child's voice, and then it's kind of like, now that children are speaking, it's kind of like, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what can they say, what can't they say, and what is disrespectful, and what is just evolving to a higher level. Yeah. And we're trying to figure that out in real time, because we're the first generation of really young children that's really speaking. And
my sister was like, that's what she said. My sister was like, you got to remember, like, they didn't have that growing up, so you have to remember that. And it just be like, that shit just be fucking with my head. Like, every time I'm over there, I don't know what to say. But that shit just crazy. You know, it's just crazy. Like, and I'm just to the point, you know, just being quiet, I guess.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too, man. And I hope people don't take it the wrong way. Like, I can't even say or tell everything to everybody, even close to me, just because I don't want it to be perceived a certain type of way.
This shit's so fake, bro. I think that's where I be at too. A lot of this shit fake.
And you seem weird when you elevate around people around you. They don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand it. They just like, bro, why you expressing yourself? So you acting like this, and it's just like, dang.
You still stuck where you at, bro. It's like bro, damn, bro, you don't. I have to talk my shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't just sit here. I
can't do it no more.
You know what I'm saying? Or, bro, I gotta talk something, you know what I'm saying? Like, just talk about something to fucking a solution, a problem. I gotta solve some shit.
I just be venting now, bro. Anytime I have conversations with people, I just be venting.
And I try to catch myself from that, but like my homeboy, he called me.
Love it. I hate people who make me feel some type of way for expressing myself, bro. I hate people. Like I said, bro, it's not such thing as immature people or immature emotions. It's just immature people who abuse those emotions.
I don't vent to nobody, 'cause I feel like I vent too much. So I don't vent. Like, I probably want, I haven't called you to vent. I just try to figure it out, I guess, because I don't want, because sometimes I feel like it's problems, so I don't want to bring my problems to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel my energy, because you can still be grounded and still feel somebody's energy.
Sometimes it helps me. You know what I'm saying? Because I might be going through some shit and I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, fuck. Like, damn, everybody feeling good. And it's just like, bro, I'm going, it's like, okay, shit, I'm not behind a ball. And it's not like somebody else's problems make me feel better. It just makes me feel better to know everybody got problems.
Yeah, because it's like even what you said with the job situation. Like, I've been thinking like that for the last couple, last almost a year, for real. Like, bro, damn, I'm lazy, bro.
No, you just a star, bro.
Yeah, it's just like
a star, bro. That's all it is.
And that's true though. I do, bro. I will call to somebody to hear their problem. I want to hear your problems, not just because I just want to hear them, because it make me feel strong. Like, I can tell you're gonna get through it because I'm gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one time I was calling one of my homegirls and shit. I ain't never paid attention. Like, years later, it was like, yeah, you always thinking there's always something wrong with you. It's more than about you. I'm like, damn. But at the same time, I'm telling you problems so I can hear about yours. I don't know if that's the wrong way to do it, but like, because I know you got them. You know, I'm really here for you. You feel me? I want you to vent to me as well, just so we can grow. I feel like can grow in a way. I don't know. I could be going about that the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I have this genuine love for you. Like, I really just want to hear you. Whatever you going through, let that shit out. You ain't gotta hold that shit in there and fake it with me. You know, that shit is sacred with me. You feel me? Let that shit out. So
I'm naturally like that, bro. Yeah. Like, anytime we have a guest on here, we talk about it all the time. Shit, can't nobody go deep until we go deep.
Yeah.
Before we ask somebody to go deep with us, we got to go there first and then say, okay, now what's yours? You know what I'm saying? Or jump in here. Now we jumped in. Now it's time for you to jump in. You know what I'm saying? We never going to ask them to jump in and then be like, okay, we'll jump in. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how we express ourselves, man. You never want to ask, hey, man, what's your problems? It's just like, man, let me express mine first.
And that's all I'm doing.
That comfortability.
And that's it. You feel me? And a lot of times, people have been calling me about their problem. I just listen, bro. And I just be like, damn, this will make me think we all going through shit in some situations worse than others. It's, damn. Make me actually be more kind to you. Not more kind, but more open to you. Or I don't know what it does. It just make me, I love you more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what you're going through. And I know you fighting. So I love you more. I'm going to be less hard on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be hard on you if I think shit always going good. I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong by saying that shit too. But when I know, I'm less, man, you don't know what this girl doing. Okay, she evil today. Somebody thinks she evil, but you don't know what she really going through. She told me how she feeling inside and stuff. So I see why she might snap or something like that. Girl, I love you. Are you good? You snapped up. Are you good? You feel me? Or when I see you, I embrace you.
That's why the counselors at the school normally get along with the baddest kid.
Yeah, they do.
Why you want to be around him? Why you talking to him? He just cussed out Miss So-and-so.
I want to go
because I know his story.
Yeah.
Because I know his story. And ain't got nothing to do with who he is. I understand the way he acting ain't got nothing to do with what's inside of him. Yeah. I know him at his spirit, man. I know what his spirit say. I just know what his flesh is making him do. You know what I'm saying? It's so much things that just like hurt our spirit. Yeah. You know, and we talk about it like, man, I just see people now. Even if I know your flesh is gonna make you do some devilish shit, I see you at your core. I see you at your spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm just working on your spirit right now. I'm not even working on the flesh right now, baby. I'm working on that spirit. We gonna get to the flesh later, but that spirit, I'm working with that.
And I think that's the problem I have with people now. Everybody looking at the flesh, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on it so hard. Like even in my relationship, trying to just look at the spirit and let the spirit, just do what it do, bro. Cause we all hurt people. We all toxic people, bro. We all fucking toxic. I had to realize that. We watched that Jason Wilson video interview on the Breakfast Club and how he said, he was toxic. Just hearing him talking about him getting loud with his wife and shit like that. It just was like, man, we all fall short. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about picking back up and how can you change and how can you do better? Because it take time, but that shit just don't happen overnight. It's just getting in that zone. And also when you get in that zone, you lose a lot of people too.
Nigga, don't I know it?
And I'm starting to like peep myself like, bro, I'm still trying to hold on to situations I don't need to hold on to. Because I can't, bro. Niggas is not on that frequency. You know what I'm saying? Of just searching. God, I feel like God wants you to search, and
I really feel like, bro, it's another level waiting for you to walk into, bro. It's the door is right here, bro. I see you. You waiting to walk into it. Because it's just like it's you fighting this dream. It's your dream, and then it's this. It's what's promised. And I heard a pastor say, man, what stops us from achieving our purpose is chasing our potential. Bro, you could be a real estate person. You could be the biggest podcast. You could be the comedian. You could be a host on all that. But what's your purpose, bro? You know your purpose, bro. You said it's the entertainer. It's what you do naturally. You know what I'm saying? With the least amount of effort, bro. And you do it the best, man. And it's right there. And you fighting and you still tussling with it because you have so much potential, bro. It's hard when somebody's multi-talented to focus on this one thing. You know what I'm saying? People, man, you do this, man. I could do a million things, but I know this is what I do with no effort, and I do it the best, and time flies, bro. But you fighting that, I see it in you. You fighting it, bro. Even when you come in, I'm like, bro, he fighting it. Because he know what come with chasing it. But you, bro, you a king, bro. You supposed to have that kid, bro. It's waiting on you, bro. Like when I told you, bro, when I see DC Young Fly, when I see this shit, I really be like, bro, that's spank. Because when I realized that when I saw the Global State, when I saw that show that you did, I was like, bro, he really was a star 10 years ago. And he stopped. Like you gotta keep, bro. Like you, bro. If you would have kept, you would have been that.
I know.
But it wasn't time. God had to get the right time. Now you ready, bro?
Yeah, mentally. I didn't understand a lot of things.
You ready?
And also, like I'm 26. I might be 27 in July. Like I'm not even letting the age thing get to me. Like even if it take me till I'm 50 to make that first, But I'm really learning to master myself and calmness and my emotions, so I can be able to work with everyone and be able to get things done. Like you get a lot of defeats. You get more defeats than victories. I don't give a fuck. A great producer, Larry Truman, said that. I think that's his name. But, you know, once you get them victories, you know, you just keep it moving. But defeat is good. You learn.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this, bro. It's always good to be able to project into the future, bro. Our 50s, 60s, 70s, man, we're going to do this and all this stuff. But it's like, bro, our time is our most expensive currency, bro. We got to make sure we spending it the right way, bro. Yeah. Because it's just like, man, we don't even understand what time is a different type of currency. Because certain currencies in time, our 20s and our 30s, bro, it's the only time where the numbers that's lower is more valuable than the ones that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ones that go down, bro. Life in our 20s and 30s is going to be a little bit richer, or it might be a little bit richer than it is down the line. Maybe it is a little richer down the line. Mm-hmm. But I know it's never going to be like the 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? We never going to get this back. No. It gets different. It gets better in the future, but it never gets like this. Yeah. Let's make sure we spend this wisely, bro. Because you got your passion. You got your dream, bro. I want you to start spending some of that now, bro. Because it's time, bro. It's time. You get what I'm saying? But make sure y'all tune in next week for another episode of Breaking the Machine. I just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody who's sending texts in the text community, where y'all been at. Well, we was taking a break. I told y'all we was taking a break. I appreciate all the love, all the support. And like I said, if you haven't already, send that text. Like, I got to plug it again. Text BTM to 1-313-825-4140 to get added to the text community so you can get all the updates. Please text that number. I've been telling y'all to text it. Okay, we got like 100 people in the text community now. I love y'all, but we trying to get it up. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all tuning in again, man. This season 2 is going to be powerful, man. We got a lot of powerful guests, a lot of powerful things for the future, man. Y'all stay tuned. Break the Machine. That's a wrap. You dig?
Peace.